Okay, gang, we're gonna change the color because this is a different video, even though I'm filming this right after I filmed. It's actually pretty sick view. Probably if I put my hair down, it's gonna look even cooler. Pretty sick view. So what I wanted to talk about, actually I have a lot to talk about, but what I want to talk about is these three journals. One is my sleep journal. I write when I go to sleep, I write when I wake up, I rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, and I write how did it feel and why that rating. It's my exercise thing that I write when I exercise, and this is my life log. So I only did it for one day. I don't like this light color. I've been on the state side. Okay. So I only did it for Tuesday, February 24th, 2026, but I could read to you like what the page says. So I wrote the main objective, undetermined, unplanned, which is no bueno. No bueno when we are going big, when we are repping Toronto. It is no bueno to be undetermined and unplanned. We do not do those things anymore, okay? I'm busy though. No, I cooked some and I left it in the fridge in a separate box. Why? Do you want it? You can have it if you're hungry. I left some, but it's seasoned well. You could just eat it with rice. Okay, never mind. My mom and I are talking about ground beef right now, guys. So I rated my sleep quality 3 out of 10. Yo, on Tuesday, that was rough. Food quality 5 out of 10. That's how good I ate. Financial handling 3 out of 10. Yo, this day. Emotional base level difficulty 0 out of 10. Hashtag trust in the universe, meaning it was super easy. My base was like chilling. Social quality 8.5 out of 10. So I was a social butterfly that day. Then I started talking about like, because I was cleaning my room, like deep cleaning it. And then I wrote cleanliness/order. And then I realized there's a word for that called organization. I gave myself a G, like in the report cards we got, like in elementary school. Like remember the EGSN. So excellent, good, satisfactory, needs improvement. So I was like, how about I start rating like my skills every single day, like how I am on like the core skills that they literally evaluated you on in elementary school, that are like beyond subjects, that are organization, responsibility, independent work, self-regulation, initiative, collaboration. What if I started rating myself that, grading myself to see like where I am in those skills? Because I feel like they encompass pretty much everything, and that's how and they're important, which is why you're graded on them as a child. And then I literally wrote comments on the side like the teachers do. So for organization, I gave myself a G that day because I did clean. Responsibility, I gave myself an S. Independent work, I said need improvement because I didn't do any. Self-regulation, I gave myself an E because it was excellent considering the difficult circumstances of my body, that I didn't sleep or eat well. Initiative, I gave myself a G. And collaboration, I gave myself an E because I was like la 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 with other people. Self-reflection, 10 out of 10. I wrote regulated nervous system, entered new social situation with openness and love, physical sport with community, engaged in deep intellectual conversation. Downsides, missed morning class almost fully, didn't get work done for school, ate poorly for long-term health. And then I realized you could separate like my subjects, instead of them being like math, science, and everything, they could be community, career, physical health, family relationships, intellectual growth, finance, and play, which is like spiritual growth. And so I gave myself like a level 1 to 4. So community, I gave myself a 4. Career, I gave myself a 2. Physical health, 2. Family relationships, 3. Intellectual growth, 4. Finance, 2. Play, 4. And so I was like, I could do this every single day, but it's kind of annoying to like always rewrite everything. And I know I could like print like a template and just do it, but that's also kind of boring. It feels like very school vibes. So I think every day I'm just going to pop in. And I was like, yo, this YouTube channel is basically my diary. So every day I could pop in using this template, give myself a score for how I did. I'm thinking right now, like mid speaking, like if I want to edit it, like to put responsibility, E, like on the screen. I could do that. I have iMovie on my phone. I might do that. So for organization, let's give our ratings today. For organization, we have, you know what? I'm gonna go out and give myself an E. I had the whole day planned on Google Calendar and I followed it, and like there's always room for improvement, but especially compared to like, earlier this week, I'm gonna give myself an E just for the fun of it, because I can. So organization, E. Now, responsibility, I will give myself a G, because I did do good, but I got distracted throughout the day, which is why my independent work score, which is the next category, is also gonna be, what is it, a G? No, I think it's an S. Like I did work today, but I could have done more. And it is me being hard on myself, but it's also because I did get distracted, and like I almost caved in on plans that I got invited to, and I really wanted to go, and like I've been like it's like devil and angel on my shoulder. Like I've been wanting to socialize forever, and I feel like I'm like a butterfly emerging, and like all I want to do is socialize. But today was the first time I said no to a plan that I actually really fucking wanted to go to. It was a potluck, and then there was a pajama party. Are you kidding me? How can you not want to go to that? But I said no, because I knew not only was there schoolwork to be done, I meal prepped. I said I was gonna cook, and I needed to be like super to fall asleep. And my mom made a good point how last Saturday I said I was super late my whole week. That's why I was sleeping 3 out of 10. And I was like, at the end of the day, it's not about other people, it's about me. Okay, it's about me and my health and how I feel. So if at the end of the day I am unsatisfied in my core, that's on me. No one else deals with it. No one else knows the feeling of going to sleep as me every day, knowing the potential that I didn't achieve or that I didn't aim for. You know what I mean? And today I aimed for it. It wasn't perfect, but I aimed for it, and that's what fucking counts. So today is a. Today is A. How do you make the A? YMCA. It's fun to stay at the Y. Okay. So we've got organization, responsibility, independent work, self-regulation. We're gonna give you, okay. We slipped up today, but we got right back up. So what is that? Is that an E? Does that mean excellent? Like, is the score about my journey of it, or about how do I explain this? Am I rewarding myself for consistency, like being able to self-regulate? No, I'm not rewarding myself for being able to self-regulate like all day, every day, and resist. Because I'm going to fall into temptation. I'm going to fall into going to see my friend when I said I was going to work. And then I was like, okay, I'm going now. But then he's like, you got plans? Like, let's do this. And then I almost caved. But the last minute I was like, no. So I was being kind of wishy-washy today. But at the end of the day, I think I'm going to give myself a G. All right. I can't say it's E because it wasn't perfect. But I have to give myself a G because I really pulled it together by the end of the night. And I did make the right decision. And it was difficult. I know. Sounds like first world problems, because truly it is. I admit I experienced first world problems. But I just have to say, doesn't mean that they're always they always feel easy breezy. Doesn't mean they always feel easy breezy. And I know there are worse things in the world. There are millions and millions and millions of worse things in the world. And I'm more than grateful for my entire fucking life, front to back to center to upside down. Like, I am so happy. And my problems aren't even real problems. Like, I'm going to be so real. Like, oh, I couldn't. Not a real problem. All I'm saying is that it was a tiny problem. I'm not even going to say problem. I'm gonna say there was a resistance that I met, that I confronted, that I almost caved under, but I pushed through it, and I give myself a G. Ew, that's a good G. What if I just did this instead of using iMovie? G. For initiative, I'll give myself a G. Like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. Like, it was pretty neutral. Like, I just did what I said I was going to do. And I adapted to the experience and the curveballs of life. Pretty, another G. And collaboration. Okay, this one's S. today because I was going back and forth with my friend, and I was being like, I was letting myself get swayed, which is not his fault or the plans because they're so good and exciting. Like it's on me for not being direct, for not standing like I was direct. I was actually really honest, but it's like it's on me for not standing my ground like immediately, you know what I mean? And caving in. That's on me. So is that self-regulation? Collaboration. But despite that, I think that no, I'm not gonna give myself an S for collaboration. I'd say it's a G. I think it's pretty decent. Another G. So we've got for cleanliness and for organization, what do we get? We've got E. We've got E. For responsibility, we've got G. Independent work, we've got G. Self-regulation, we've got E or G. I'm on the fence. I'm gonna say E. I worked hard. I worked today for this, so it's an E. You know, it's not like it was easy to regulate myself, but at the end of the day, I made it where I wanted to be. E. So we've got E, G, G, E. Initiative, G. Collaboration, G. Yo, no S's or N's today, motherfuckers. It's a good day, motherfuckers. Okay, boom. We've got the grades. I feel like it's gonna be too much work to edit. Whatever. So, subjects. All right, in community today, I guess we've got like a 3. Like it's like we're just chilling. Nothing crazy. I'm rating this on a level of 1 to 4. So community, we've got a 3. Career, I guess we'll just say 3 because nothing happened. It's pretty neutral. 2, like nothing bad made it 2. Like 3. Physical health, 3. Actually 4. I ate good today. Physical health, 4. 3. Physical health, 4. Family relationships, let's go 3. 4. I had lunch with my family. Let's go 4. Intellectual stimulation and growth. Let's go 3. 4. No, let's go 4. Finance. 4. Saved money. And cooked. Play. I have to say 4 because this feels like play right now. So we've got 3 4s across the boards, E's and G's. I will not be editing it. It's going to be too much work, and I am already a little tiny bit past my bedtime. So, with that, day 1. That's just going to be the title, day 1. No one's going to know day 1 of what? Doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. Day 1.